This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane. This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
It's Danny Diggler, and this is
Derek Diggler, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I'm, of course, your host, James J., and it is a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with... They are your mom's favorite tag team, Danny and Derek Diggler, the Double D.
Hey, what's up?
Awesome. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you two?
We're doing awesome. Thank you so much for bringing us on the show. We're excited.
Absolutely, the first ever sibling tag team we've had on the show.
Oh, look at that. Breaking boundaries.
The first and the best.
Yes. And
but we will be the best from now until the end of time.
And where could people see the greatest from now to the end of time?
Currently, we're wrestling mostly for Northland Wrestling up in North Bay, Ontario. But this summer, we have a few dates for CWE. We have a few dates in Ontario. You check our, keep us following us on our social medias, and we'll keep you guys posted on what's going on.
And where can we find both of you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Derek_Diggler69.
Sure. And you can find me at Danny_Diggler69.
And merchandise?
We got a bit of everything. We got T-shirts, we got sunglasses, we got earrings. On the way, we're going to be getting some stickers soon, and we're going to be getting another T-shirt going that says the Double D's on it.
And for wrestling tees, where can we get merchandise?
Currently, we're just dealing with it all through ourselves. So if you want anything, just send us a DM on our socials, and we'll get to you.
Okay. And you don't have to go looking for their social media. All the links to everything will be in the link in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox.
Beauty.
All right. Let's get into it. You mentioned that you guys work for Northland Pro Wrestling. Can you tell us about your relationship with the company?
Yeah, it started off basically as we were students of the trainer. I started back in September of 2021. We were getting taught by the owner of the company, and during COVID, it was shut down. So when everything started to open back up, he was running shows, and he saw the talent in the Double D's. He was like, let's see what these boys can do, and it's taking us to higher places. So it's taking Northland to higher places.
Derek?
Yep.
Would you like to elaborate more on that?
Yeah, I started training back in it would have been February of last year, and again, our coach gave us our first chance at making its way into the business and wrestling for Northland. So, I've just always had always have a connection with it. I love it, and Northland's definitely our home.
Shout out our trainer, Dan Jarris, our owner of Northland, of course.
All right. Now you guys wrestled Terrence and Terell. the sons of one of the greatest tag teams of all time, Yvonne Dudley. And I believe the last time you actually competed against each other was in the main event. So what was it like, competing against a second generation tag team and being trusted in the main event?
I don't think I wasn't too nervous to be in the main event. I think we're made being that kind of spotlight, to be in that position. But wrestling the quality of that kind of team was pretty daunting, and kind of the level that that could take. So it took a lot. It was a lot of preparation, a lot of mental preparation to just taking it all in. Like, I got hit as much as it hurt and it sucked taking. I got hit with a 3D by Devon's son. Like, I feel like that I could just rest easy knowing that.
I would have rested easier if we would have won, but
I was resting pretty easy. I took the move. I'll tell you, I wasn't moving.
No, it was definitely cool to see kind of where we are. Just how far we've come from when we started training, to know that we can hang with guys like that. We held our own, and we gave them a run for their money, and we almost won. So it's just good to see these guys have done some big things, and now we know that the Double D's will be doing some big things too.
They've been around they've been doing this quite a while, a lot longer than we've been doing this. So the fact that we were able to, stand a chance was, it was a little victory. So we take them, we win some and we lose some.
Exactly.
Is there because obviously they're brothers and you guys are brothers, is there a difference between wrestling another sibling tag team rather than wrestling just two non-people that are related?
Well, one thing is they're twins, so it was just hard to differentiate, in the heat of the moment. It's just like when you're fighting someone, and all of a sudden there's two of the same person. I'm like, I don't know if I got knocked silly or if I'm gonna get like double lined or something.
Just gotta go by the haircuts.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like they maybe it was just because of them teaming for so long, but it definitely could have been just the fact that they're brothers. There was definitely a vibe between them that you could tell that they have been doing this as a team for a long time, or they've been wrestling ever since they were 3 years old, whipping each other into the couches. They had a chemistry that it's hard to teach.
Yeah, I think brother tag teams just, you're brothers, right? So you'll live and die for each other no matter what. So that bleeds through into the wrestling. It bleeds into your matches. So it's a completely different bond.
Right.
Hey, you're essentially you're tagging with someone who knows more about you than you know about yourself, because they've been watching you forever.
And now, is that between you guys or them as well?
I would say both of us, right? I'd say that's most brother tag teams.
It's a little bit different because they are twins, so they've grown up, from start to now, right? I suppose it's a little bit different. 8 years younger, which is fairly younger, so it's a bit of a different dynamic. But it's very similar. That it's not just a friendship and a partnership; it's an actual blood bond. So
right. Alright. Can you tell us about Tuesday night trash talking?
Yeah, we started doing that to start, letting people know in Northland that there's a new tag team on the scene, and everyone should start taking notice. And we decided to target the tag team champions right off the bat because we've set out a goal for ourselves, and we plan on achieving this goal.
everyone doubts it.
We will be Northland Wrestling champions. we will be the Northland Wrestling Tag Team Champions by the end of the year.
And that's a double D guarantee.
And
That's on mine and your mama.
When did the concept of Trash Talking Tuesday first come up?
Well, we have this goal of being tag team champions, and we kept getting overlooked, and we're still being overlooked by everybody on our roster. And so we noticed that the only reason the tag team champions had the belts was because they talked their way into a match that they shouldn't have even been in. So we decided, well, let's follow suit. Let's do what the champions do. So we're going to keep talking and talking and talking until we get our title shot.
And hey, man, I touched the belt. I was holding that belt. I grabbed that belt. I hit Scotty right in the back of the head, and he, it didn't really faze him. It was kind of, I don't know. I was paralyzed in fear for a quick second, but I held the belt, and it was the best feeling I've ever felt in my entire life.
All right. Can you tell us about the rivalry with Scotty the Body and Jake O'Reilly?
Yeah, well, I just kind of alluded to it there.
Right.
We had a tag team. Our first ever tag team championship opportunity was supposed to be in a 4-way tag match, but Jake O'Reilly's partner couldn't make it, and so he was kicked out of it, and it turned into a 3-way tag. But Jakey O'Reilly can't accept that, so he comes down to the ring before our match starts, and he starts drinking beer and spilling it everywhere and shouting.
You know what it's like bumping in beer? It's just gross. It's unsanitary. It's not healthy. It's not good for the mat. The promoter's got to pay for it. We got to clean that thing. And I don't want to be bumping in beer. I'm going to smell like... The other week, he spit beer in my face. I just want to say that. He spit beer in my face.
But basically, they talked their way into that match. Scotty comes down. They win the belts by cheating, basically. They cheated their way into the match, and it's just... I don't know. We got to find a way to talk our way into a match, and then we're going to go after them, right? So that's where Trash Talking Tuesday was born, was the fact that if they want to cheat their way into matches, we're going to cheat our way into matches. And I really just don't think they respect us, but we're going to make them respect us.
And we're going to make them fear us.
And Derek, you actually had a match with Scotty where you put the face paint on, no?
Yeah, that was so for our last show, we wanted to get some heat with them because they got booked on the show, but decided not to defend the belts.
Did they decide to even do anything? Were they even going to come out?
No, they got booked on the show, and they just showed up and they had nothing to do. And so we were like, well, this can't stand. So we talked to the bosses, and we got them to introduce Jakey and Scotty to the ring. And we dressed up as them, and we came out, and we cut a promo as them, and just basically talked as if we were them, and how foolish they are, and how silly they are. And obviously they didn't take it very well. They came down, and if you saw the pictures, you obviously saw what happened, so I'd rather not talk about the fact that he held me upside down for like 45 seconds.
Right.
But,
you know what it's like taking a pile driver, sir?
I do not, and I would not like to know.
You know what it's like taking 3 of them, and then back to back? And then, while you're sitting there, paralyzed, you can barely feel your toes. You have to get up, so you have to catch your brother to save his life. What am I supposed to do? Scotty attempted murder. He lifted my brother in the air and threw him to the ground. There was no mats out there. There's no pad. He was trying to murder you.
And somehow they're the good guys. Everybody loves them. Woo, Scotty and Betty. And we get booed.
Right. It does seem like there is a double standard in Nordland.
Yeah. You think if I pile drive someone on the map 3 times, they're going to cheer for me? No. And then try to attempted murder.
I feel it does feel like they are dodging you guys. Like they don't want to be in a traditional 2-on-2 tag team match for those titles.
The last time they defended it, the finish was a disqualification. And then this time, they just decided not to defend it. And they haven't been announced for defending the belts the next show. I don't think they want to defend. I think they just want to sit on them for as long as they can and just ride this wave. Come out, get cheered by the fans, and walk away. Have their beers.
Ready to drink beers? Seems more like a wine guy to me.
Now, we talked about some of, obviously the advantage of you guys being a sibling tag team. Can you tell us the advantages and disadvantages of being tag teaming with your brother?
Bringing girls back to the room after the match.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeah. That's about it. I don't know. It's not we have sibling arguments, brother arguments, and I'm sure tag teams have arguments, but it's again as brothers. It's not like we're gonna freaking stay mad with each other, right? We can't.
Gallagher brothers did.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oasis, man. But no, yeah, it's kind of like what he said, right? It can be a pro and a con, right? When we get into arguments, our arguments are pretty intense, but at the same time, we're brothers, so we know that it'll all get pushed under the rug, or it'll all be under the bridge soon, and we'll be good to go.
Right. Now, Derek, you won the Underground Invitational, outlasting 31 other men, correct?
Yes, sir. The Underground Invitational Tournament Champion. Yeah, that was, I got an invitation to go to Rio and take part in this like basically underground fight. Like it was pretty intense. There was no rules,
no ropes.
You're kind of in like this
ring.
Fight pit, but it was the way I got there was super sketchy, right? So I get the invite, I go out to Rio, I end up taking a cab to.
Tell them how you even got to Rio. You have to travel by fucking like boat out of a port on the side of like the U.S. Basically illegal. It seems. I'm pretty sure that's where they smuggle like people through. But anyways, he gets through to Rio, and I'll continue the story.
Yeah, it was just so I pull up to this bush line basically. The guy lets me out, and he's just like, "Hey, the tournament's in there," and he just points. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, just start walking. I thought I was about to be murdered because a taxi driver just dropped me off in the middle of nowhere and said, walk into the forest. But no, I walked for 10 minutes and there was a bunch of people. There was a little fight pit. It was, hilariously enough, as sketchy as everything was, the best taco I've ever had.
Very professional. I can't lie about the tournament either. Like, I was there. I wasn't a part of this. I was too young at the time. But just being around the whole environment, just getting up to the whole thing, terrifying. Just one of the worst experiences of my life. But when I really got there, everyone was really nice and professional. Even all the fighters. Like, you see some of these roughed up guys, they've been doing this for a long time. And, they're all really respectful. It was really weird. It was quite a weird dynamic.
I mean, at first it sounds kind of scary, but it does seem like you guys had a good time.
For sure, and it was lovely because after the whole tournament, it was as much as people are competitive, you're on vacation in Rio. Come on, let's come on, everyone's got you got to put the past behind. Let's have some fun.
Right.
They got some other use.
And I mean, who could say that they won a wrestling championship in Rio de Janeiro other than Pat Patterson?
Sure. Exactly, right?
I'm sure other people could, but who the hell are they?
2 peas in a pod, me and him.
Exactly. Considering Danny, considering that Derek won the Underground Invitational, do you see yourself competing in it?
I don't know if is it still even has it been caught yet? I haven't heard a lot.
I don't know. I haven't received any invitations since the year I won, which I thought was really weird. I don't know if it's even running. Again, it's so underground. Like, when I told people, I asked people if they've ever heard about it. No one knew what it was. So I don't even know if they take the same people I have no idea how they run this thing.
Honestly, I'm honestly surprised it hasn't been caught we haven't heard about it. Because if it hasn't been caught yet, then they're doing an incredible job. So I would love an invite. Be awesome. One thing I would love to do a gold mine, which is kind of similar, not basically near to the death, quite like you were doing, but Bloodsport, the Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, that would be amazing. I feel like I would kill it in there.
Alright. That definitely sounds like obviously a very interesting thing that happened to you guys. And I think that's a great segue into our next segment. The Double D's Bizarre Adventure. You're both pro wrestlers that go up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
Let me think. Man, there was... well... maybe not too crazy, but there's someone we wrestle with named Karu, and Karu's a very hefty boy, quite a big boy, big stinky hairy boy, right? So we got hotels and we got hotels and accommodations set up in down in where were we? We were doing a beautiful resort. It was amazing. So fun. Anyways, after our show, we all go back there. And, we all have our room numbers. But, Karu gets the key. He goes to his room, takes a shower. And as he gets out of the shower, he finds out it's not his room. The scene to go into there. To find out that Karu had taken a shower in our bathroom. Oh, Lord.
Which, it doesn't sound that bad. He took a shower.
But he must have taken a shit shower shave. You know what I'm saying? Triple S?
It looked like a bomb had gone off in there. I don't know. He moved in to that bathroom. It was chaos.
All of Karu was in there.
Oh, my God.
That's a big boy. There's nothing to sneeze at.
Honestly, I would be like, you have the room. I'll take the other one.
I'll sleep outside. I'll sleep in the hall.
Alright. That is a fantastic story for sure. Now, Derek, can you tell us about the Paperback Productions?
Yeah, that's Paperback Productions is something I did with a theater friend of mine years ago. We were doing stage shows, and we named our production company that to just put on theater shows locally in our city. It was awesome. It was super fun. He moved recently, so we haven't done any shows And since I've started training, I'm not sure if we'll be doing any more shows under Paper Bag Productions, but that was definitely a super fun time in my life, and it's pretty great that you know it. That's awesome.
Well, we do our research here.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
I can imagine that being on stage and doing theater has helped in pro wrestling, no?
It's helped definitely with like my confidence, right, and just feeling like not feeling the pressure from the crowd, and like like being in front of an audience and doing my thing is not gonna it doesn't mess with me. I can tune them out real easy when they start booing me or start chanting mean things. But if they start chanting my name, I can tune that in real quick and feed off the energy. So just being able to perform in front of large crowds definitely has helped.
And you were a part of a show called The Lake.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I work. Sorry. I work in film and television, doing a bunch of different like crew jobs and such. And recently, I've been doing a lot of just transportation in the film industry. So I've worked on a few TV shows and such, and one of the bigger ones was The Lake, which was done by Amazon. It's got Julia Stiles is the main actress in it, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome. Did you you made a cameo in there, or were you just in production?
I was just in production. I have done a few small little roles in films and a few television shows, but nothing of note yet. Nothing big.
Okay. Danny, has doing a theater or TV production ever been something of your interest as well?
Yeah, kinda. It's always been in the back of my mind as something, an interest of mine. In high school, it was something that I really, really loved. I always loved just movies and just dissecting them and all that. But I've done a few plays in school and stuff when I was younger, but it's never really been my kind of thing. It's always been his. I've just been more basically focused on sports and stuff like that. So I've always thought about being like in film production. I would love to imagine directing a movie. My gosh, that'd be incredible. Imagine just being on set and having control of everything. Telling people, do this, do that. Freaking cut, fucking action. Why aren't you kissing him right? Let's go. Let me show you how to do it.
Let me show you how to kiss him.
Let me show you how to kiss this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Derek, would you work for Danny if he was the director?
I don't know if he's gonna be kissing me. I don't think so.
I wouldn't be kissing you, man. I'd get you a hot lead.
Alright. Can you tell us about your love of vinyl?
Yeah, I just like owning like physical copies of things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, like, you can buy all your music online. You can buy your video games online and just have them uploaded to your system. And I'm just more of an old school guy. I like to have physical copies of the things that I like. And so when I started to really get into music and start to branch out from, what my family kind of, that's always your first music with whatever your family listens to, obviously. So when I started to branch out, I just wanted to own copies of things, and records were just making a big comeback. So just started collecting, and yeah, I think now I probably have definitely over 100 records. I haven't bought too many recently just because, with the pandemic and everything, money has been a little tight, and it's hard to, justify spending $60 on a super awesome record if, can eat food with that.
Right. I mean, I can definitely relate because I collect DVDs, especially all of the WWE tape previews, and like everybody is like, there's the network, like you could get those on the network, and I was like, Yeah, but before there was a network, it was the DVDs, and if you didn't have the DVD, you didn't see that paid preview. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all at once and then never again.
Right. So
And
I
they
guess,
edit so many things on the network now too, right? So you probably have a bunch of stuff that's not there. They've removed.
oh yeah, probably.
I was watching like an old WCW episode the other day, and Chris Jericho came out to his like WWE theme, and I was very confused.
It's like, okay, what was he using there that they didn't want to pay for?
I think he was using like a WCW like a made song, but it was like a complete rip off of a song at the time, so they'd have to blank it out for copyright.
Yeah.
But it was really confusing and jarring at the time.
It's funny you mentioned that because I have the Elimination Chamber DVD, and in the original Elimination Chamber match, Chris Jericho came out to King of My World by Saliva. He came out to Walter Jericho, and I was like, no, that's not right. that is not what he came out to at Survivor Series 2002.
And changes the vibe of it completely too, right?
It does.
Especially when you're waiting for the moment where it's like, yes, I'm like, this is like this is his special entrance, and then, bam.
Yes, and I mean the biggest difference would be WrestleMania 17. In the Anthology collection, the video package for Stone Cold and The Rock was not the Limp Bizkit song.
That's messed up.
Oh,
What?
that's so good.
I hate the song. I hate the song. I don't like Limp Bizkit. Fred Durst is a comedian. He doesn't mean to be. But wow, that is an incredible fucking little promo, and that is unfortunate.
Fucking hating on Limp Bizkit for it. Jeez, goddamn.
Have you ever seen the movie? Have you ever seen what's the movie with John Travolta? Freak. The Fanatic. Oh my gosh, directed by Fred Durst. Has to be the worst piece of cinema in ever created because it tries to be so serious, and it is so funny.
That sounds really fun.
At one point, the guy who played Stan from the music video "Stan" by Eminem is like, the celebrity, and he's driving his kid, and he's like, "You ever listen to Limp Bizkit before?" Yeah, and he sticks on Limp Bizkit, and he's just like it's like just a selfless promo for himself in his own movie. Like, yeah, this is the best band ever. Yeah, Limp Bizkit, baby.
Well, going back to vinyl, the collection, are you looking for hard to find or rare ones? Do you have rare and collectible ones, or is it just casual?
I have a few rare ones, but it's more of just a casual thing. I just I like to find albums that I love and really like to listen to, and then I'll get those. I find that you go out for the rare ones, and the price is just so crazy. Some of the records go for, right? So it's like, oh man.
Oh yeah.
Just take the reprint.
Well, I think that's a great segue into our next segment, the colossal question. They're making a movie about the Double D's. Every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first 3 songs on the Danny and Derek Diggler movie soundtrack? And I'll let both of you pick 3 songs.
Oh, okay. I'll let you go first.
Definitely Boom Shakalaka by Apache Indian.
Okay.
I knew that was coming.
That's so good. It's so
I
good.
personally, I think it's quite a. I would never listen to it on my free time. That's for sure.
I love it. I would say
That's a hard question.
probably Blockbuster Night,
Good
Part
one.
1 by Run the Jewels.
Okay.
That would be playing during a cool moment where we're just busting in the gym or something, training. Be like a little montage moment.
Yeah, I picture that. I can picture that.
And then the third one for myself would probably be Sure Shot by Beastie Boys.
Okay, solid 3 picks right there.
Damn. That is just like it's so many songs just fly through my head. So it's kind of hard to just narrow them down. You gotta just pick them out. You know what? Oh man, you know what really fits? American Woman by Guess Who? Not the Lenny Kravitz one. Not the Lenny Kravitz one.
Okay.
That one? Oh, that was goddamn. Man, oh man. I can't even imagine. I can't begin to think. I'm struggling, man. Derek? You got Derek? Cut in here.
Yeah, you need 2 more.
I need 2 more. I don't even think I can really get the first one.
You need time to pull up the Spotify?
Oh my god. Maybe.
Like Joker and the Thief. That's a good song for a movie.
Okay.
Man, that is a good song for a movie.
What band's that? That's Wolf Mother? Is that a real name? That sounds like I just made that up.
Can we just come down to the Tenacious D soundtrack? Wonder Boy?
Copy and paste.
Wonder Boy! Yeah. It's all of Tenacious D. Peaches. Peaches by Jack Black.
I will accept that. I love Tenacious D.
And it works with us, that's the third D.
Your mom's favorite tag team.
And your mom's favorite band.
There you go.
Peaches.
Now that we got the soundtrack down, everybody knows you get the soundtrack, then you get the script, and then you cast. Who would play the double Ds, and you can't say yourselves because you are legally obligated to make Stanley as cameos.
And executive producers. And director.
Yes.
So I'd have to get a really hot guy. No. Oh man, you got one in mind?
Yeah, John Cena's doing a lot of movies right now, right?
Yeah, The Rock.
No, like realistically, I'm trying to think of like a young actor, right? Because I don't want to cast like Mark Wahlberg to play me, because
he can take bumps.
he's just being like he's kind of older than me, so you have to find someone young. Like,
I mean, you could pick whoever you want. If it's an older or a dead actor, they'll CGI.
oh, please bring CGI in them in. Let's do it.
Damn. Grow his hair, James Dean's Danny Diggler.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then if we could do it, then I'll get Mark Wahlberg from like the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
I want like Boogie Nights Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my god, that works. That like the stoic. You got. I don't know. I'm pretty loudmouth here, but when I'm getting fight mode, I'm a lot more calm.
Let's do it, Marky Mark.
Marky Mark and James Dean.
Man, imagine if they made a song together.
Oh,
James Dean and Marky Mark. That'd be a hit.
It'd be a hit. It probably would suck. It would probably suck. But man, I'd listen to it every single day. It'd probably be my alarm to wake up.
Alright. And obviously every movie has a supporting cast. Who would be 3 people in your movie and who would play them? If you prefer, you could pick 3 each.
Jimmy Spite would definitely be in our movie.
For sure.
And train a lot. We would just pick all people from our class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, probably Jimmy Spite. I'd say Tommy McLeod, and that big bumbling buffoon Rusty Blackwell.
You have to throw Dan in there.
I'll get Dan Jarris. There we got 4. We had 4.
Classes in there.
And who would play them? Need someone covered in tattoos. Let's get Pete Davidson, but we'll like put him
Fat him up, fat suit.
Put him in a tiny little fat suit. So
it's not like a fat suit, but more like a muscle suit.
He's super skinny, and Spike's got a little bit of weight on him. So we'll get Pete Davidson for Spike. He'll love that because he'll be slaying all the women.
Hilarious.
Tom McLeod. What's that guy? What's that dude from Bates Motel? It's like Freddie Highmore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get him.
I'm a doctor!
Yeah, he's got like a skinny face. He grows hair out, and we'll teach him how to do a front flip off the top rope. And then Rusty, you need someone like just ridiculous.
Just ridiculous looking features.
Someone that like, I don't know, they don't even have to be a good actor. Like, the worse it is, the better.
The moment you see him, it's just like,
Ew.
Ew! Who's gonna play Dan?
Dan? Dan can be played by Jason Bateman, but Jason Bateman has to be serious.
Yeah.
He can't be comedic.
He has to be serious, but that's what's funny about it.
Yeah, because he's serious, and people are like, it's Jason Bateman.
It's Jason Bateman. Like, come on, he's not actually serious. Like,
Alright.
and then we'd have like just an extension of just the hottest celebrity girls you could get as like the tag-alongs, of course, because they follow.
All the bums.
Obviously. Well, this is sounding like a fantastic...
This is Brandon as a love interest.
It sounds like a great movie. You could pre-order the tickets now.
Do it.
Yeah, my PayPal is also going to be in the description.
Now, you are Canadians from Canada, and these are 2 questions exclusively for Canadians. The first one being is, we love food on the show. Where is the best poutine?
I'd say there's a little shop here in North Bay called Ivan's. It's a little restaurant. That's definitely the best spot.
They have a lot of great selection there. You know what? Honestly, if you come to Canada, if you like poutine, just go and try different places poutines because they're all slightly different. You'll find it's different things of different places. And when you're in Canada, it doesn't matter what kind of restaurant you are. There's a Jamaican restaurant here, and they make jerk chicken poutine. Oh my god, it's gotta be one of the greatest poutines I've ever had in my life. Oh god. And there's a North Bay, I'm pretty sure it's every year, they have a poutine fest. So there's trucks that come down from all around Canada, and they just set up shop, and you're just eating their specialty poutines, and man, the selection, the variety, and the amount of just flavor busting into your mouth is incredible.
You're getting me hungry over here for sure.
Yeah. I had a donair poutine. It was like mashing up my Canadian culture in me. You know what I'm saying? All the French of us in the poutine, and all the Nova Scotia of us with the donair. Basically just like white sauce on top and some like lamb, but like, oh my god.
You seem like you're a poutine connoisseur, so to speak.
Oh, I've had a poutine from probably every single place in this town.
Alright.
And the funny thing is, I haven't liked them for very long. I used to really dislike poutine. I think I just had some bad experiences.
Well, from what I hear, there was a McDonald's had poutine at one point, and depending on who you ask, it was either good, it was delicious, or it was horrible.
Yeah, the fries are great, but then they get all soggy. So then it's like, it takes away, like, the soggy McDonald's French fry is gross. So why would you want to just douse them all and make them soggy? And then you're just not eating nice gravy, you're eating McDonald's gravy. And the cheese curds are alright because it's cheese curds, but like, come on. Come on. You just get a fry. Just get a fry.
Now, is Canada's greatest national treasure Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know. I prefer Seth Rogen.
You prefer Seth Rogen? That's fair. Okay. Yeah, I mean, no. You know what? Ryan Reynolds is the national treasure because he's all generational. He's a the grandmas love Ryan Reynolds. The grandmas don't love Seth Rogen, but like everyone loves Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know if this is a controversial take or not, but my favorite Ryan Reynolds film is Just Friends.
I love
that movie. Is phenomenal. Like I'd rather watch that over Deadpool.
No, for sure. Him in the
movie.
fat suit is incredible.
It's when he's singing that song.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that is the funniest scene of all time.
Oh my god. As if they didn't see him and just made him like the main character of every single fucking motion picture from now until the end of history. Because that was incredible. Him in that fat suit, wow. So yeah, he is a national treasure. Him and Bret Hart.
There you go. Bret Hart, if Ryan Reynolds isn't the answer, Bret Hart is usually the second one.
Yeah, Bret Hart will just sit there and like grunt, and then everyone just goes, "Thank you,
that's amazing.
Thanks for gracing us with your wisdom."
Alright, on to a controversial subject: pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
I'm not like I don't put it on my pizza, but I don't get all uppity when other people put it on their pizza. I just really like a basic pepperoni and cheese personally, so that's what I go for.
Yeah, I'm very similar. If someone hands me a Hawaiian pizza, I'd be okay with it, which is actually invented in Canada. Huh. I feel like a lot of people know that now. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't.
Oh, look at that. I think it was invented in Canada. But it's okay. It's alright. I mean, again, I'd prefer just a pepperoni or meat lovers or something. Just get all that juicy sausage all up in your grills.
Alright. So, not technically anti, but not exactly pro either.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm more of like I'm a Sweden on this.
I just like to stand back and watch the other people fight.
Sweden, they're the neutral country, right? I can't remember. Turkey? No. No.
What's your spirit Pokemon?
Snorlax.
Mewtwo, because she looks like she looks like she has a BBW, and that reminds me of my future wife. Not because I'll have a BBW, just because that's kind of a similar frame. Yeah.
All right.
We love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show.
Oh.
Do you know the acronym for Doug? THUG.
No, I don't.
T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail, cause a Doug can't spell.
I've never heard. I feel that's incredible.
That's so awesome.
Yes, we love the late great Tracy Smothers trying to keep the memory alive on the show.
I have never been able to sit there and be able to watch his work consistently, just because I'm so young. I haven't been around for it, but going back and watching his matches in Smoky Mountain and just before that, what a talent! What a talent in Japan too. Wow.
Oh yeah.
We were also at this time too, just the things he was able to do just was incredible. He's such an athlete.
And from what I heard from, obviously people on the show that has met him and had relationships with him, incredible human being as well.
Awesome. It's honestly, it's good to hear when people tell you that the wrestlers back in the day. It's like, oh, this person was good, because you're always worried. You're always skeptical about these people.
Right. Alright, now the weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview, hopefully. Would you ever consider wrestling a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual Rock.
A Rock. Wrestling a Rock.
No, because I feel like if I win, I won't get any credit because it's a Rock, but I could still easily get hurt because if I like slam a rock down and like land on it, that could hurt.
Yeah.
So I feel like the injury chance is high, and no one's gonna be like, you're not getting a title shot after beating up a rock.
I disagree. I would wrestle a Rock, and I would just throw a piece of paper on it.
I didn't think of that. Damn.
So that's how we're beating that Rock.
The other D?
Yeah, I'm throwing a piece of paper on her.
Oh, so you're not,
Yeah, sorry.
you're both not wrestling a Rock. Okay. Well, just for context, there is this wrestler named Psycho Mike that wrestled an actual Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match, an Iron Man match that lasted for 2 weeks, and it was for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Of what company?
Backyard Pro.
Ah.
Yeah, that explains that. I feel like I could be world champion of that promotion.
Stu Hart wrestled the Bear.
Tracy Smothers wrestled the Bear as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Khabib Nurmagomedov wrestled the Bear.
No, Mabina Magomedov had the Bear in submissions and just tortured the poor thing.
But yeah, that's fun. Wrestling rocks, I guess. That's always something.
I always just picture Stu Hart sitting there like, yeah, come here, let me stretch it. He grabs the bear and he's like, yeah, come here, let me put you in this position. The bear's trying to get away, he's trying to get out from under the deck, and the Stu's like, come here, get you. Yeah, I'm running down the dungeon. The bear is just fucking tortured.
Hey, on a more serious note, where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
Northland Wrestling Tag Team Champions, that's for sure.
At some point, and then to the end of time, as I keep saying.
I'm thinking we're going to be taking over Ontario in the next few years, and in the next 5 years, I think we'll have taken over Canada. And I think at that point, we'll be moving on to the world.
I mean, I don't think it'd be a big surprise to see the Double D's on the grandest stage, in the next 5 years, because the talent and the persistence is there. So we got it in our bag to get this.
All right. And what is a match people should go out of their way to see that best shows off what the Double D's is all about?
It's got to be the match with TNT.
Yeah, I'd say probably our match against TNT is definitely our highest profile match and our best showing. Just based off their name and how respected they are in the industry. And again, to say that we went toe to toe with them and we held our own.
Can we find that on YouTube?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I will go on YouTube and I will find the match, and I will put it in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox, for anybody that hasn't seen it, wants to re-see it after this interview.
Sweet. Awesome.
And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is our speed round or bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you guys ready?
I think
Let's
so.
do it.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Oh, damn. Oh my lord.
freaking king of basic thugonomics. John Cena, baby.
Oh, John Cena. I'd either go with just because of the accomplishment, Ric Flair, and just, being the perfect NWA traveling world champion and being able to go 60 minutes with any human being in the world and day in, day out, and being the star he was, has to be the GOAT status. But as a watcher and a viewer, there's nothing like watching the Midnight Express and seeing Bobby Eaton coming off the ropes. It's just, there's something about that big old frame being able to do the things he's able to do that's just incredible.
Alright. Worst wrestler.
Oh.
You know what I really dislike?
Who is that guy that you said fought a Rock? No.
I don't know. There's a certain guy who bleeds a lot on TV. I don't really feel like I should be saying his name 'cause it's like shooting down my future opportunities. But there's a certain guy who bleeds a lot on TV that I just see no merit in being a top guy in a big company.
Is it the same guy who starts every single match outside of the ring
for like 3 minutes? Yeah.
Figured.
But there's a lot of terrible wrestling. You look back at the day and you see fucking with Eric Watts, that was atrocious. Ultimate Warrior, my God, Jesus, just what a joke. There's so many people who've come into this business that just can't cut it.
Well, you guys, you're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Tag Team Championships. Who is your opponents?
Is dream opponents another question? Because I feel like
Yeah, anybody you want.
Anyone I want? Yeah. For me personally, I don't know for you, but if I can wrestle any tag team, it would be FTR. Oh my God!
There you go.
I know for a fact just that we would not only have the fucking greatest match we could ever have, and hopefully that like the best match they would ever have, which would happen just because rest in peace, Mark Briscoe, but or Jason. Just to learn from them in the ring would be incredible.
The same answer?
I'd like to go up against Hardy Boys if they were still able to go, but if like in a dream scenario, them in their prime would be just incredible.
Sweet.
Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
It depends on the vibe. If I'm coming out to somewhere and I don't like these people, maybe like, I don't know, man. If I'm coming out to do some damage, I want to come out to Mark Henry's Somebody Gonna Get the Ass Kicked.
3-6 months, man.
Somebody gonna get the ass whipped.
I was on the toilet the other day before work, and I put on that like clip of them performing, introducing Mark Henry. And I was getting hyped on the toilet before work. Just sitting there, pants down by my ankles, getting like, yeah, fuck yeah, Mark Henry is gonna kick someone's ass, gonna break someone's fucking neck.
Continue.
So my song would be freaking the Adrian Streets song from back in the 80s, the one he made himself, his entrance theme. Wow, what an incredible tune. I listen to it all the time. And what a perfect entrance. I would love to just, for one day, take on embody him
and just beat him for a day and just go out there and just perform as Danny Street.
As a tag team, would probably come out to Biscuits and Gravy. That's impressive. Biscuits and Gravy!
That is such an underrated theme song for sure.
Underrated tag, man.
Oh, it's so funny.
It was I couldn't, oh man, as a kid, like, I'd be flicking the roster page, you know, playing the WWE games, and I'd see, like, Jesse, and I would just get almost detested. Because I was like, who is this goon? Thinking that he can just hop in the ring with the likes of fucking John Morrison and The Miz. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's nothing. And then I flick down and I see Festus's big face, and I go, oh, okay, I get it.
Right. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is...
What you make it.
Dead if you let it be dead.
You would have also accepted taste great on toast.
Hey.
Squash. Vegetable or fruit?
A squash, is it a vegetable or fruit? It has seeds, doesn't it?
Does it?
Does a squash have seeds?
Is that how you determine?
Yes, a fruit. If it has seeds, then it's a fruit. Like a cucumber is a fruit.
I was gonna say, is a cucumber a fruit?
Cucumber is a fruit. It's a melon.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's a melon.
Okay, there we go. Does a squash have seeds?
The squash has seeds. Can we get a help? Can we get a
call a friend?
Can we call a friend for help? Seeds. Can I switch to a different tab real quick?
You cannot Google it. I will allow you to make a text message or a phone a friend, but no Googling.
Let's just keep rock paper scissors.
I'll say no and you say yes, and then one of us will be right. And then as a tag team, we're right.
The question hasn't become is a squash a fruit or a vegetable. It's become does it have seeds? I would assume it does, right?
I think so.
I think it's a fruit. I think it's fruit.
Let's go with fruit.
It is indeed a fruit.
Yes! Woo! Yeah, I knew it had seeds.
Yes, it has seeds. It's tomato logic.
Oh my
beauty!
gosh.
We're killing it.
So proud of myself.
New Japan wrestler Taichi. His ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question: what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
You know what? I hate. You know what I really dislike is when people come out and they have trunks, but they're like baggy. Like if you're wearing like I wear shorts. I wear like shorts, so they like have a little baggy. But like people who come out and wear like, you know, the trunks that you would see any other normal wrestler wear, like Randy Orton and, you know, other people, and then they're like baggy. I'm like just confused. That's what I really hate. But like I don't want to see your ass. That's for sure.
Yeah, like the ratio. If you're constantly sticking your thumbs and doing that little thing they do where they pull it down, that's too much.
Yeah, if you're pulling an Ahmed Johnson, then you better go back and get a new pair of trunks.
And just like I don't know. Why are you in your underwear?
It's not a trunks guy.
Is it tactical in any way?
Is it tactical to win a match?
I don't know.
The breeze on your thighs.
It's definitely funny. I always laugh at people when they wear underwear like that. You think you look cool, don't you?
And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
A question with someone.
I don't think I've ever talked to anybody about like Darby Allin except for my girlfriend, to be honest.
No, but I wish I did. That'd be pretty cool. I wish I met a stranger who was cool enough to know where Darby Allin was.
So, or no?
Both knows.
No.
And that is the correct answer.
I would think so.
And that will conclude this interview. Thank you guys so much for coming on and doing this with me.
No, it was awesome. It was so fun, man.
Yeah, super fun. Thanks for having us on. This was awesome.
Absolutely. And can you tell us once again where we can find you guys on social media?
Yeah, you can find myself, Derek, on Instagram at Derek_Diggler69.
You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Diggler69.
And you don't even have to type it into your Google machine. Simply go into the description of the video below, but on YouTube or Castbox, click the link. The new tab will appear on whatever device you're on. You have no excuse. Give them a DM and buy a damn sword.
Yeah, damn right.
Alright, and of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, but on YouTube and Castbox. This was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Fair One Coffee. Join us tomorrow as we interview Lexi Lux, and on the 28th, Riley Rose. And you can follow the show at Wrestling with E, but on Twitter and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, links to those interviews, and so much more. And you can follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, double D's. When I say wrestling wit, you say entertain, okay?
Let's do it.
So.
For always special guests, Danny and Derek Diggler, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.